In 1984, Mercedes-Benz released a car that would quietly become one of the most respected and longest-lasting vehicles in automotive history. This is the complete story of the W124, the E-Class that many enthusiasts still call the greatest one ever built. Today we go deep into its development, engineering, successes, and why it remains a benchmark 4 decades later. To truly understand the W124, we need to go back to the late 1970s. Mercedes had just enjoyed massive success with the W123, a car so durable it earned the nickname Taxi King across Europe and Africa. But by the early 1980s the world was changing. Competition from BMW's 5 Series and Audi's new models was growing stronger. Japanese manufacturers were also starting to enter the premium segment with high-quality, reliable cars. Mercedes needed a new midsize sedan that would be more aerodynamic, safer, more comfortable, and still built to the legendary Mercedes durability standards. The project received the internal designation W124. Under the leadership of chief designer Bruno Sacco, the team was given a clear mission: create a car that looks timeless, not fashionable. The design had to evolve the classic Mercedes look while becoming significantly more modern and slippery through the air. When the first prototypes appeared in 1983 and 1984, they were heavily camouflaged during testing, especially in harsh winter conditions and high-speed runs on the Nürburgring and other tracks. The W124 was officially unveiled at the 1984 Frankfurt Motor Show. On the outside it looked evolutionary rather than revolutionary. Clean lines, flush headlights, integrated bumpers, and a more raked windshield. Many journalists at the time called the design conservative or even boring. But that was exactly the point. Mercedes was not chasing fleeting trends. They wanted a car that would still look elegant in 2000 and beyond. And they succeeded. One of the biggest achievements was aerodynamics. The W124 achieved a drag coefficient between 0.29 and 0.32 depending on the body style and equipment. For a 1984 sedan of this size, that was exceptional. Engineers spent thousands of hours in the wind tunnel. Even the door handles and side mirrors were shaped to reduce turbulence. The underbody received partial paneling. These details made the car quieter at highway speeds and noticeably more fuel efficient than the boxy W123. The body styles included sedan, estate, coupe, and later a convertible. The sedan was the heart of the range. From the beginning, Mercedes offered a wide selection of engines: 4-cylinder petrol and diesel units, and 6-cylinder engines. The famous OM602 diesel engine family would later prove to be nearly indestructible. Many taxis in Europe and the Middle East would rack up over 1 million kilometers with regular maintenance. Safety was another area where the W124 raised the bar. It featured a reinforced passenger cell, programmed deformation zones in the front and rear, and excellent crash performance for its time. Mercedes had already been a pioneer in safety with the W123, but the W124 took it further with better structural rigidity and advanced seatbelt systems. Anti-lock brakes were available from the start, and later models received airbags and traction control. The interior followed classic Mercedes philosophy: functional luxury. High-quality materials, excellent ergonomics, and that famous feeling of solidity. The dashboard was clear and logical. Seats were comfortable for long journeys. Build quality was exceptional even by Mercedes standards of the era. Many owners report that even today, after 35 to 40 years, the interior still feels tight with minimal rattles if the car was well maintained. By the late 1980s, the W124 had become a huge commercial success. It was popular with private buyers, companies, and especially taxi fleets. In many countries it became the default choice for those who wanted a car that simply would not break down. Its reputation for reliability spread worldwide. This was just the beginning of the W124 story. In the next part we will dive into the technical highlights, the different engine options, the famous multi-link rear suspension, and how the car evolved through the years with facelifts and special models. The real magic of the W124 lies under the skin. Mercedes introduced several groundbreaking engineering solutions that made this car stand out even among other Mercedes models of the era. One of the most important innovations was the rear suspension. Mercedes developed a completely new multi-link independent rear suspension for the W124. This design used 5 separate links to control wheel movement. The result was exceptional handling and ride comfort at the same time. The system was so good that it was later used on more expensive models. Combined with the front McPherson struts, the W124 offered a balanced and predictable driving experience that felt much more modern than its boxy appearance suggested. Engine lineup was wide and carefully developed. On the petrol side, there were reliable four-cylinder engines like the M102 and later M103 six-cylinder units. But it was the diesel engines that built the legend. The OM602 five-cylinder diesel and especially the OM603 six-cylinder became famous for their incredible durability. Many examples easily exceeded 500,000 or even 1 million kilometers with proper care. The 250D and 300D models were particularly popular in taxi service across Europe, Africa, and the Middle East. In 1985, Mercedes introduced the 300E with the M103 six-cylinder engine. It offered smooth power delivery and became a favorite among enthusiasts. Later came the famous 300 times 10 to the power of -24 with 24-valve technology. The top model was the 500E, developed in cooperation with Porsche. This wolf in sheep's clothing had a 5.0-liter V8, wider fenders, special suspension and could reach 250 km per hour. Only about 10,000 examples were built, making it highly sought after today. The W124 was also one of the first Mercedes to receive significant facelifts during its production life. In 1989 the car got updated front and rear lights, improved bumpers, better interior materials and new engines. In 1993 another update brought even more modern equipment including side airbags on some markets and further refined engines. Production of the sedan ended in 1995, but the estate continued until 1996 and some special versions even longer. Build quality remained extremely high throughout the entire production run. Mercedes used thick sheet metal, excellent paint, and meticulous assembly. Many W124s survive today in excellent condition because they simply refuse to rust or fall apart if not neglected. The famous Mercedes durability reached its peak with this generation. On the market, the W124 competed directly with the BMW E34 5 Series and Audi 100-200. While BMW was more sporty and Audi offered quattro all-wheel drive, the W124 won with its unbeatable combination of comfort, reliability, and long-term ownership costs. In many independent tests the Mercedes showed superior longevity and lower maintenance expenses over high mileage. Special versions included the 4MATIC all-wheel drive system, the luxurious E500, and even factory armored versions for VIP protection. The coupe and cabriolet models offered more elegant looks while keeping the same high engineering standards. By the mid-1990s the W124 had sold over 2.7 million units across all body styles. It became one of the most successful Mercedes models ever. Its reputation spread so far that in some countries the name E-Class became almost synonymous with reliable premium sedan. The W124 was not flashy. It did not have the most powerful engines or the most modern gadgets of its time. Instead it offered something more valuable: confidence. Confidence that the car would start every morning, protect its occupants, and keep running for hundreds of thousands of kilometers. In the final part we will talk about the legacy of the W124, why it is so loved today, current market values, and why many people consider it the last true classic Mercedes before the company moved toward more electronic and complex cars. The W124 left production in 1995 to 1996, but its story was far from over. In fact, its legend only grew stronger with time. Today the W124 is highly regarded as the last over-engineered Mercedes before the company began focusing more on electronics, cost-cutting, and shorter development cycles. Many collectors and enthusiasts call it the peak of Mercedes-Benz engineering in the modern era. It combined bulletproof reliability with genuine comfort and safety in a way that later generations sometimes struggled to match. On the current used car market, good examples have become surprisingly valuable. Clean low-mileage sedans and especially estates can fetch strong money. The rare 500E/E500 models have become serious collector cars. Even regular 200D, 250D, and 300D diesels with high mileage but good maintenance history hold their value well because they still serve as reliable daily drivers for many people. What made the W124 so special? Several things worked together perfectly. First, the exceptional build quality and material choices. Second, the brilliant engineering solutions like the multi-link rear suspension. Third, the wide range of durable engines, especially the legendary diesels. Fourth, timeless design that still looks elegant today. And finally, that intangible Mercedes feeling of solidity and confidence behind the wheel. The W124 proved that a car doesn't need to be the fastest or the most technologically advanced to become a true classic. It simply needed to be exceptionally well thought out and built to last. In an era when many manufacturers were starting to cut corners, Mercedes delivered a product that became a benchmark for the entire industry. Even now, more than 30 years after the last sedan rolled off the production line, you can still see W124s on the roads every day, especially in Europe, Asia, and Africa. Many of them have covered distances that would be unthinkable for most modern cars. Taxi companies in some countries still prefer well-maintained examples because they know the car will keep working with minimal drama. The W124 also influenced future Mercedes models. Many of its engineering solutions lived on in the W210 and even later generations. Its success showed the company that focusing on long-term durability and owner satisfaction could be a winning strategy. For enthusiasts, the W124 represents something important, a time when cars were mechanical, understandable, and built with pride. In today's world of complex electronics, touchscreen everything and planned obsolescence, the W124 feels like a breath of fresh air. It is a car you can actually maintain yourself. A car that rewards careful ownership with decades of reliable service. Whether you prefer the early boxy models, the facelift versions with updated styling, the powerful 500e, or the practical and elegant estates, there is a W124 for almost every taste. And almost all of them share one common trait: they tend to outlast their owners' expectations. The Mercedes-Benz W124 didn't try to be revolutionary. It simply tried to be the best possible mid-size luxury car of its time. And in doing so, it became something much greater, one of the most respected and enduring automobiles of the late 20th century. If you are thinking about buying one, look for well-maintained examples with service history. Check for rust in typical places, listen to the engine, and test the suspension. A good W124 will reward you with years of comfortable and reliable motoring. Thank you for watching this deep dive into the history of the W124. If you enjoyed it, leave a like and subscribe for more detailed automotive history stories. In the comments, tell us, which W124 variant is your favorite and why? The simple 200D taxi car, the luxurious 300e, the rare 500e, or maybe the elegant coupe or estate? See you in the next video.